Imagine being lost in the coldest place on Earth, surrounded by endless ice and freezing winds with no way out. Every breath feels like sharp needles cutting your lungs, and the icy ground offers no grip. The darkness never truly fades, and the cold seeps deep into your bones, stealing your strength and hope. Trapped alone in this frozen nightmare, will you survive the brutal fight against nature's deadliest force? The clock is ticking, and every second could be your last. Don't miss this intense story of survival and despair. What would you do if you were lost in a cold trap with no escape? Cold trap. Imagine being trapped in the coldest place on Earth. The air is so freezing that every breath feels like sharp needles in your lungs. The ground beneath you is hard ice, and the wind howls like a wild animal, cutting through your clothes and chilling you to the bone. You are all alone, lost, with no clear way out. The cold is not just outside, it creeps inside your body, making your fingers numb and your teeth chatter. Every step you take is heavy and painful because the icy ground offers no grip. The sun barely rises, and darkness surrounds you for most of the day, making it hard to see or find any shelter. In this frozen trap, your mind races with fear and hope. You know you must stay calm and think clearly, but the cold tries to take over, making you weak and confused. You search for any sign of life or help, but all you see is endless white ice and snow. Being lost here means facing the cold's deadly grip without help. Every second counts as the freezing cold tries to take your strength away. This is the harsh reality of being caught in a cold trap, a battle against nature's most brutal force. No escape in this frozen world. There is no easy way out. The cold traps you like a cage with walls made of ice and snow. Every direction looks the same, endless white, stretching far beyond what your eyes can see. You try to move, but the harsh wind pushes back harder, slowing you down. There are no roads, no paths, and no signs to guide you. The cold freezes everything, even your hope. You realize that escaping this place will not be simple. Every step is a fight against nature, and the freezing air steals your energy quickly. You search for shelter, but the land offers nothing but frozen rocks and snowdrifts. The sun is weak and low, giving you little light to find a way. No animals or people appear, making the silence even louder. Trapped with no escape, you must rely on your will to survive. The cold is relentless, but giving up means certain death. In this place, you learn that sometimes the hardest enemy is the world itself. Cold, empty, and impossible to outrun. Frozen fear. The cold is not just a feeling, it becomes a deep fear inside you. As the temperature drops, your body starts to fail. Fingers and toes go numb, and your skin feels stiff and heavy. Every moment, the freezing cold spreads, making it harder to move or think clearly. Fear grows with every breath that feels like ice cutting your lungs. You start to worry about how long you can last in this frozen place. The cold makes your heart race, and your mind fills with dark thoughts. You wonder if anyone will find you, or if you will be lost forever. The silence around is heavy and scary. The endless white snow and ice seem to close in, making you feel smaller and weaker. The fear of freezing alone in this cold trap is real and powerful. But deep inside, a small voice tells you to keep fighting, to stay strong against the frozen fear. It's a battle of mind and body, where fear is as dangerous as the cold itself. Survival. Fight in this harsh cold. Survival becomes your only goal. Every breath, every move, is a fight against the freezing air and icy ground. You know that if you stop trying, the cold will take over and end your life. You search for anything that can help: shelter, fire, or food. But the frozen land offers very little. Your body feels weak, but your mind stays sharp. You remember basic survival skills: stay dry, keep moving, and conserve energy. Building a small shelter from snow or ice might protect you from the worst wind. Finding dry wood or any material to start a fire could save your life. You keep pushing forward despite the pain, hunger, and freezing cold. This fight for survival is not just physical, it's mental too. You must stay hopeful and focused. Every small step forward is a victory in this cold, dangerous place. The struggle to live is real, and you will not give up easily. Hope fades as time passes. Hope begins to fade. The endless cold and silence make it hard to believe rescue will come. You start to feel tired, and your mind grows heavy with doubt. The warmth of hope feels distant, like a fading light in the dark. Each day looks the same, frozen and empty. You watch the weak sun rise and fall, wondering if this will be your last. The cold steals your strength little by little, and you worry if you can keep fighting much longer. But even as hope fades, a small part of you still wants to survive. You hold on to memories of loved ones, dreams, and the life waiting beyond the cold trap. This faint hope becomes a fragile flame inside, pushing you to keep going, even when everything feels lost. Final stand. When all seems lost, you reach your final stand. The cold has taken much from you, your strength, your warmth, and nearly your hope. Your body feels frozen and heavy, but deep inside, a last spark of determination burns bright. This moment is a test of your will to survive against the coldest place on Earth. You find a small shelter, perhaps a cave or a hollow in the ice. It is barely enough to protect you from the biting wind, but it is a chance to rest, to gather your fading strength. Your fingers are numb, your breath short, but you focus on staying awake, keeping the fire alive if you can. Fire means life here. Memories flood your mind, faces of those you love, dreams you still want to chase. These memories become your armor, keeping the freezing darkness away for a little longer. You fight not just for survival, but for the hope that someone, somewhere, is searching for you. In this final stand, you push beyond pain and cold. You are weak but not broken. Every heartbeat is a victory, every breath a defiance of the frozen silence. This is the moment where survival becomes a battle of spirit, a battle to not let the cold win. Even in the coldest place on Earth, the human spirit can still burn bright. This stand may be your last, but it will show that even in the darkest, coldest moments, hope and strength remain. Rescue wait. After days lost in the coldest place on Earth, all that remains is the long, painful wait for rescue. Your body is weak, your fingers stiff, and your mind tired, but deep inside, you know you must hold on. Giving up now means letting the cold win. You listen carefully for any sound, maybe a distant voice, the roar of a helicopter, or footsteps on the ice. But silence fills the air, broken only by the howling wind. Time seems to stretch forever, each minute feeling like an hour. The freezing cold bites harder as night falls, making it almost impossible to stay awake. You remind yourself why you are still alive, to see the sun rise again, to return to warmth, and to those who care. Every second is a test of your willpower and patience. You use whatever strength you have left to keep your body moving, even if it's just a small shiver or shifting your weight to stay warm. Rescue may come at any moment, but until then, waiting is the hardest fight of all. In this frozen prison, hope becomes your strongest weapon, the reason you survive against all odds. Thank you for watching this chilling story of being lost in the coldest place on Earth. If you found this video gripping, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our future videos. Now, tell us in the comments, how far would you go to survive when hope starts to fade? Could you stay strong when trapped with no way out? And get ready, because our next video, they disappeared inside a cave that wasn't on any map, is coming soon. Stay tuned for another thrilling tale you won't want to miss!